welcome to yoga with me. I'm Jane. I'm getting these camera angles. I still want to do it horizontally, just so you know. I just don't have the space to do that. So anyway, namaste. I'm really happy that you're here joining me. Make your way onto your mat. I have a blanket because if you have a prop, like a blanket, then go ahead and grab that. I want to use it for a couple of things. You can also use a towel. Maybe you could use a pillow. I'm not going to use the block, but if you have a block, that could work as well. So anyway, grab a prop, a blanket prop. And if you don't have one, it's going to be totally fine. You don't have to have it. So anyway, make yourself comfortable on your mat. And I just want to start to tune in. So maybe you set an intention for this practice, and maybe it is to be present with yourself. Maybe it's to have fun. Maybe it's to go a little bit deeper with your body, deeper with your breath, deeper into your heart. Maybe it's to get out of your body, out of your mind, just to lose yourself in the fluid movement of whatever it is that your body is going to lead you through. Whatever it is that I do lead you through for this, I'm not your body, so listen to that first. If I say or cue to do something and it doesn't feel good, don't do it. If you want to do something else, do the something else. Nobody's judging, nobody's grading. This is your practice. You can literally lay down and breathe the whole time, and that's fine. So just know that you can kind of do whatever you want. So take a big breath in and let it go. I invite you to close your eyes. Maybe place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. And start to connect with the breath. Activate the Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath, there's a slight constriction at the back of the throat. The chin is slightly tucked. And you breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you breathe out, you'll hear the sound of your breath flowing out. It's an audible exhale. And start to connect with this present moment. Connect with your body. Connect with the movement within your body. The internal weather. Does it feel stormy or calm? Is it sunshiny or is it cloudy? And without any judgment, just be aware of you. Come back home. Come back to you. Come back to your breath. Come back to presence. This is where all the magic resides. In this now moment, in this heart, in this body, with this breath. Breathe in big. Let it go with a sigh. You can open your eyes, flutter them open gently. Place your hands on your knees, and we're going to do some spinal flexion. So you're going to breathe in and the chest is going to pop forward. You're going to exhale and the spine is going to curl. Breathe in forward, exhale back. And you're going to do these on your breath and your timing. You can smile that you have a body, that you have a spine, and the energy is always moving through you, through your blood, through everything, through your spine. Let this energy move up your spine from the very, very, very tip of the base. Take a big breath in and coming to stillness and letting it go. We're gonna do some Sufi circles. So just start to roll around, make big right direction circles. Not to be confused with wrong, because it's not wrong. You just pick a direction because we'll be switching soon. And find your breath with the movement. I like to inhale as I come forward and exhale as I go back. Inhale as I move forward, exhale as I go back. Inhaling as you come forward, pause, and start to go in the opposite direction. Feeling the energy move up your spine, swirling around your hips. Maybe your shoulders are starting to get warmed up, your chest. Start to feel just this rhythm of you, feeling your sits bones on the ground. Couple more. When you get to the top, breathe in. Come back to neutral, breathe out. Crisscross over and come into tabletop position, hands and knees. We've already done so much already with the spine. It's so good. So look over the right shoulder to the right hip and let the right hip kind of track over to the right. So you might feel some length in the left side body as you're looking over your right shoulder toward the right ankle. Breathe in, come back to neutral. Breathe out and look over the left shoulder. Feel length in that right side body. Open up. Now we're going to switch sides with the breath. So inhale to center, exhale, look over the right. Inhale to center, exhale, look to the left. And keep doing this with your breath and your movement. And you might find that you feel almost like this undulation with the spine, making little S's or C's depending on how fast you're moving. Coming back into neutral, come back into stillness. The knees are beneath the shoulders. No, the knees are beneath the hips. The knees are not beneath the shoulders. Totally different yoga shape. Inhale the right arm high. Open up the chest, look up. Exhale, take the right hand and thread it through underneath the left shoulder and let the right temple place gently onto the mat. You can take your right hand overhead, pressing it onto the floor, and feel the back of the right shoulder begin to open up gently. I like to keep my right palm down on the earth. And breathe. Pressing yourself back up, gently taking the right arm and placing it back. We're just gonna switch sides. So inhale the right arm, or the left arm, up high, look up. Exhale, thread it through underneath the right arm. The left temple rests on the mat. Let the chest melt toward the floor. Breathe big, deep, full Ujjayi breaths. As you inhale, press yourself back up into tabletop. Tucking the toes, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal out the dog, your dog. Let your head be heavy. And just let the heels melt toward the floor. As one heel lifts, the other one melts. Coming into the stillness of your downward facing dog, press evenly into both hands. Let the shoulder blades draw back and down. Let the chest magnetize toward the shins. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Press the heel toward the ceiling or the wall. Now, a lot of times we like to open our hip, square the hip off. That means your heel's probably going to drop a little lower. Lift your heel just a little higher. Breathe in. Exhale, step that foot through to a low lunge. Drop to the back left knee and lift your chest, lift your hands, place them on your leg. Tucking the tailbone under just a little bit. And when you do that, then start to lean forward to whatever is comfortable for you. I feel like this is going to be a little juicy flow. I've been drinking my juice, which, oh, you can't see. I like to give myself a couple of bends here, kind of leaning into it. Take a breath in. Exhale the left hand down, right arm lifts. You can stay here, you can take the right hand and place it on the left hip behind your back. Let the right forearm press into the back as the back presses into the forearm and the chest lifts toward the sky. Eye gaze follows. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, step it back to plank. And hold the plank, but not your breath. So the hands are beneath the shoulders. The navel is pulling toward the spine. The shoulders are back and down, pressing into the floor. The back of the neck is long. The heels are pressing toward the back wall as the crown presses toward the front wall. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest and your chin. Take a breath in. Exhale, slide the belly through and press up for a baby cobra. Back of the neck is long. Breathe in as your chest lifts a little higher. Exhale through bent knees, downward facing dog. Lift the tailbone high. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, left leg high. Again, square the hip. Now press the left foot toward the back wall as the hips are as level as you can imagine them to be. Take a breath in. Exhale, step it through for that low lunge. Drop to the right knee. Inhale as you lift up. Tuck the tailbone under. And then lean forward. Chest is open so that you feel a nice little juicy stretch in the right hip flexor. You can give yourself a little bend, a little pulse. I love this. It just feels really good. Take a breath in. Exhale the right hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts. You can stay here, or you can take that left hand behind the back and reach for the right hip. Keep the forearm pressed into the lower back as the chest rotates toward the ceiling. The eye gaze is looking up. Pulling the left knee in toward the center of the mat, not letting it track too far out. Inhale, extend the left arm. Exhale, step it back to high plank. Again, holding the plank but not the breath. Pressing into the floor. What does it feel like if you feel like energy is pushing away from the earth, pushing your entire torso and shoulders and knees up, and the only thing that has pressure on the floor is just your feet and your hands? You're stronger than you think. Keep breathing, big full breaths. Another breath in. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. The booty lifts. Feeling length in the front of the throat. Breathe in. Exhale, scoop the belly through. Lift the chest up high for baby cobra. If you want, you can lift your hands off the mat. Back of the neck is long. Pull the shoulder blades together. Breathe in, chest lifts. Exhale, palm the mat through bent knees, downward facing dog. Lift the hips high. Breathe in. Breathe out. Settle in. Let the heels melt toward the floor. Walking the feet up toward the hands, baby steps. Take your time. Like, take a step and just be with that position before you take the next step forward. You're going to meet yourself in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Heel toe the feet together so that the toes touch. There will be about an inch between the toes if this is comfortable for you. If it's not, spread your feet apart. But let your head dangle. You shake it yes, shake it no. Bending the knees super duper duper deep. Let the knees press together. Inhale, lift the chest up high for Utkatasana, for chair. Let the shoulders pull back and down. Reach the hands up high like you're like reaching for something amazing. Bring a smile to your face. Let the inner thighs spiral inward. Drop your butt a little bit lower like you're sitting in an invisible chair. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe the feet out, 2 fists width. So that's about hips distance if that's comfortable for you. You can take 2 fists and check. And if you want to bend your knees here, do it. Otherwise, take a breath in, let the belly expand. And as you exhale, draw the navel in and let the head pull toward the floor. Clasping the hands behind the back if you so choose. And let the hands be like a weight. Every exhale, they get just a little heavier as they pull toward the earth. No effort. Just see what gravity does. Big deep breaths. Take another breath in. Exhale, gently release the bind. Let your arms hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lengthen. We're going to stay here for a moment. So let the tailbone pull toward the back of the mat. Let the top of the head pull toward the front wall. Let the navel pull up toward the spine. Let the gaze be directly down. Back of the neck is long. Feel strength in the back of your legs. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale with a flat back, rise and reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Releasing the hands, open them up and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let the palms face forward. Let the fingertips reach down toward the earth, pulling the shoulders back and down. Imagine energy from the earth pulling up evenly in both feet, anchoring you, steadying you, giving you all the minerals and energy and medicine you could ever use in this earthly body. This is a yoga shape. This is Tadasana. And I find it so funny because I don't allow myself to be in this shape very often because it doesn't feel like I'm doing much. Now take the hands and clasp them behind the back. Press them toward the floor. Let the chest open even more. Eye gaze is forward. Shoulders are back and down. And it's like there's a magnet pulling your knuckles toward the earth, opening up the chest. Take a breath in. As you exhale, gently release, shake out your hands. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. One more time, palms face forward. Reach toward the earth. Let it be like the top of your head, the crown of your head is pulling up toward the sky. Just as equally as your feet are being pulled down onto this earth. And you feel this beautiful juxtaposition of the forces of nature that move through you, that you are, the up and the down. Breathe in as you reach up high, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward through. Bring your prayer through the center. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot back, low lunge. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high. Step it through, lunge. Inhale as you look forward. Step forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Fold. Inhale, rise, reach up tall. Exhale, fold. Step the left leg back. Inhale as you look forward. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Inhale as you upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left leg back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale as you upward. Exhale as you downward. Breathe. Recalibrate. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, warrior two. Spin back. Spin the back foot flat. Chest is facing the left edge of the mat. The gaze looks over that extended right hand. The right knee is bent. Look down at it. I like to just barely see my big toe. Sometimes we inadvertently will be reaching forward. Pull it back. Be vertical. Drop your knee just a little bit lower. The outer blade of the left foot press into the earth. Shoulders drop back and down. And breathe. Find stillness in your breath. Feel your body. Feel this present moment. On your next breath in, scoop it up and back, peaceful warrior. Straighten that front leg. That should feel good. Feel length in that right side body. Lean back, chest lifts. Exhale for triangle, Trikonasana. Reach forward. Let the right hand land on the shin or the floor or a block. Left hand lifts. Chest follows the hand. Gaze goes toward the sky. Inhale, straight-legged, peaceful warrior, up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog, which if you want to skip these, you can. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, warrior two. We have a whole other side. Again, let the shoulders pull back and down. Let the chest aim toward the right side of the room. The right outer blade of the foot is pressing strongly down. That back leg is really strong here. Gaze is over the left extended hand. Check your left knee just to see where it is. Make sure it's not coming in or out too far. I like to just barely see my big toe. Bend a little deeper in that left leg and breathe. Be here now. Feel where you're steady. Feel where you're strong. Feel where you're shaking. Inhale, peaceful warrior, up and back. Straighten that front leg, lean back. Breathe in. Exhale, triangle. Reach forward. Left hand to the shin or a block or the floor. Let the chest and gaze lift up toward the ceiling. Left hand reaches straight up overhead. Hand is actively reaching up. Feel the strength in your midsection. Feel the strength in your feet. Feel your breath. Ujjayi breath, in and out the nose, if you can. Your next inhale, scoop it up and back, straight-legged peaceful. Exhale, warrior two. Now we're gonna change it up a little bit. Inhale for star, so you're gonna both legs straighten, both arms reach up to the sky, and you're facing the right side of your mat. Take your heels in, toes point out, drop down into a goddess squat. Take the arms out like cactus arms, or cat arms if you choke on your spit. It happens, what do you do? So drop low, give yourself a little bit of a movement, move left to right. Come into stillness, let the shoulders drop back. Let the booty drop. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, reach up tall, straighten the legs. Warrior two to the front of the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Walking the hands back toward the feet. Meet yourself in a forward fold at the back of the mat. Let the head be heavy. Take an elbow in each hand. Give yourself a little sway side to side. Come back to stillness. Release the bind. Heel toe the feet out toward the edge of the mat and drop your booty down for Malasana. It's a deep squat. I need to fix my shirt. It came untucked and I don't want that. So in your Malasana, hands are together at heart center. The elbows press the knees apart. The thumb knuckles press into the heart. The tailbone drops down. The top of the head lifts up. You can stay here or you can play with crow. If you have your blanket nearby and you're practicing, you can fold the blanket up and put it underneath your head. If you are concerned about falling, I don't know if I've shown this before, but I will. So I'll show you this real quick if you want to take a peek, or you can just be playing if you want. So I keep my heels lifted and I go ahead and I press my forehead onto the blanket and I tot it onto my arm. So now I can't fall. So now I can play with lifting one foot or another. And then if you're comfortable with that, then you can just start to move the prop, the blanket, the block out of the way. So keep playing with this. I'm gonna do one without the blanket. In crow, I like to look forward, not down. Bend the elbows deep, bend the knees deep, lift the toes. And come back down into Malasana. And just meet you where you are. Some days are so much easier than others in everything we do. It's funny how we human. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Now you can widen your feet where you are, or you can turn to face the right side of the mat and come into a wide-legged forward fold. So the feet are wide, let the head pull toward the earth. You can take your hands through the legs, palms face down, and you can kind of pull yourself through just a little bit or a lot of it, whatever. Let the navel be pulling up and in. And let there be even weight in the front of the feet as the back of the feet. Be gentle with your hamstrings and give them permission to hold you and to release at the same time. Inhale, bring your hands underneath your face. Keep the right, place the left hand beneath your face and and inhale as the right arm lifts. Let the chest Move toward the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, right hand down, place it underneath your face, and inhale as the left arm lifts. Smile. Oh, the sun's coming out even more. I love it. Let the chest rotate. Take another breath in. Exhale, release the hand down. Coming into that forward fold again. This time, placing the hands on either side of the ankle. Inhale as you halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward, fold, wide legs, and the elbows are going to come out to the side. You can hold on to the back of your calves or your ankles. Just giving yourself a gentle assist by pulling your chest through just a little bit more. Inhaling, hands come underneath the face. Heel toe the feet together. Boop, 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 boop. I'm going to move and come back to the back of the mat in a forward fold back here. I'm going to inhale halfway for length here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step the right foot, I know that was my left. Step the right foot forward. So it's going to be like you're on a railroad track. So the right foot's going to be toward the right side of the mat. The left foot is going to be tracked out, see, toward the left. The hips are going to be square. We're going to set up for pyramid pose. So take a breath in. Let the spine become really long. And as you exhale, you're going to do that hinge forward with a flat back until your body says no. Until your body says, that's it. The forehead moves toward the right shin. The right hip draws back. Feel length and expansion in the right hamstring, calf of the left foot. From here, inhale as you start to lift up. We're going to come into half moon. The right hand is going to move forward as the back foot lifts. The left hand reaches up. Pressing the left foot back toward the back wall. Toes are pointing toward the face. Chest lifts. Gaze moves toward the ceiling at that extended left arm. You can stay here, or you can reach back for Utkatasana. Reach back for that left foot. Breathe in. Release the bind. Exhale, forward fold. Top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time, keep the left foot forward. Step the right foot back. You can release your hands. So we're going to go into pyramid from this side. So both feet are pointing forward. Hips are pointing forward. Chest is forward. I have about 3 feet between my feet. The feet are not together. They're parallel. So take a breath in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hinge at the hip, forward, flat back. All the way until your body says, okay.
The forehead's going to go toward the left shin. The left hip pulls back. And you breathe. You breathe into the sensations. You recognize the difference between pain and discomfort. There's discomfort sometimes when we're growing and expanding and moving through hard times. Pain is a symbol to get out. Pain is a symbol to stop. So use discernment everywhere in your life, whether it's on the mat or off the mat. If it's causing you pain, stop it. If it's discomfort for the end goal, you got it. Couple more big breaths here. Moving into balancing half moon. Left hand reaches forward as the right foot lifts. Right hand lifts, chest lifts, gaze lifts. Whee! Press that right foot toward the back wall. Toes press toward the ceiling. Gaze lifts. You can stay here or you can reach back for that right foot for Utkatasana. Breathe in. Exhale, release the bind. Extend it all. One last time. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold at the top of the mat. Good job, y'all. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back. Vinyasa will meet in downward facing dog. Coming down to tabletop. Isn't it great? Coming up on the knees. I'm going to set up for half camel. So this will be our back bend. You can do more back bending if you want. Otherwise, you take the right hand to the right heel. And if you need your right heel to be closer, then tuck your toes. I'll do it. And right hand to the back heel. Inhale the left arm up. And breathe here. Let the shoulders draw back and down. Open up the chest. Feel the throat open up. The left side body opens. Breathe in. Exhale, gently come back up to center. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and switch sides. Left hand to the left ankle. Inhale, right arm lifts. Open up the chest, the throat, the right hip flexor. Let the hips press forward. Another breath here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Coming back up gently. Come back to center. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And just for a moment, come into a closed knee child's pose. So keeping the knees together, reach out ahead of you and let the forehead press toward the earth. Let the lower back relax and release. Let the hips melt toward the heels. Pressing back up to tabletop. So get your blanket, pillow, block, whatever you have, and place it at the top of the mat. We're going to use it for a little pillow. I'm going to do a chest opener, and I don't like to have my neck wonky. So make yourself a little pillow, place it at the top of the mat, and come down onto your belly and lay on the left side of your mat. Taking your right arm out, extend it 90 degrees from your torso. Palm is going to be face down. I like to put this blanket where my head is going to be, so I may have to move it. So look to the left and let your head rest on this little pillow. You can take your left hand and start to press your chest over to really open up the chest. And you can lay on your side. You can take your left foot and place it on the mat. You can take the left arm behind you. And you may stay here. You may still be on your side. You may just be laying there, and that is all perfect. Now, if you're really open in your chest and would like in a deeper shape, then you can take your right foot and place it on the mat. And you can take your left hand over and place it wherever you want. Just kind of check out where you are. But we're going to be here for a moment. So make sure that your head is resting on something. Otherwise, you're going to squish the right side of your neck. And that, y'all, that just doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. But breathe into this. At the top of the practice, we opened up the back side. And we've been opening up the chest quite a bit. So let this be like a deep stretch restorative. We'll be here for just a few more breaths. Oftentimes when we have a job or a device, our shoulders are so rounded and our pecs are so shortened. So this is going to open them up. Be gentle with this. Now we're going to start to come out. So you're going to come out the way you came in, and you're going to come out real slowly. So starting to just unroll, unravel, and you're going to come back slowly, slowly, slowly onto your belly. And you're just going to sit here for a moment and just like let your shoulder be, and gonna like to wiggle it just a little bit. And then bringing that arm. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Apparently I needed my bicep to be stretched out, that was pretty good. Okay, so you're just gonna scoot your body to the right of the mat now and get your blanket resettled. Extend the left arm out 90 degrees and check that, because a lot of times I see myself or people doing like this number. That's not 90. 90 is gonna be straight out. So this may be as far as you go, and that is perfect. If you want more, you can take your right hand and start to press your chest, and you can lay on your side. You can take the right foot, placing it on the earth. Make sure you have your little pillow here underneath your left ear, y'all. And if you want more, you can take the left foot and place it on the floor. You can take your right hand and you can clasp, if you want, if you can, your left hand. I can't. I don't have that in my practice yet. But I've seen people do it. It's pretty cool. So we've been opening up the heart. We've been opening up the chest, the front of the heart space. We've been opening up the back of the heart space. We've been working through our hips a little bit, big side body stuff, and a lot of hamstring openers, a lot of opening up and preparing our entire backside body, not only in strength, but in length. And to me, that's where resilience comes from, right? When we can be strong and steady where we are, and also to expand and to grow and to be open to move into new directions and new spaces. Keep breathing, big full breaths here. And many of us sit for long amounts of time, so our hamstrings are tight and we're on devices all the time. So this practice is going to really support opening up the chest, the pecs, the deltoids, and the hamstrings, and the calves. So that if we need to run, or if we need to hike, or if we need to do anything, we have the strength and resiliency to do so. Physically, mentally, spiritually, all of the above. Take another big breath in. Let this breath go as you start to unravel slowly, the same way you got there. Roll all the way over to your belly. Move the little pillow. And just, I like to give my shoulder a little wiggle here, y'all. It feels really good. It's probably not really a thing, but I like it, so I'm sharing it. So bringing the arm back in. I could just lay here now. So coming back to the center of the mat. While we're here, let's come into Sphinx. So hands are shoulder width apart. Forearms are on the mat. Chest is lifted. The back of the neck is long, and you're going to kind of just pull that belly through. So it's another little back bend. We're not going to be here long, so take a breath in. Exhale, release down. Taking the hands palms face down, hands are next to the body. You're going to inhale for Shalabhasana. So lift the head, the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the feet, the thighs. Back of the neck is long, lifting everything except the belly and the hip points. Unless your belly lifts, cool. Breathe in, lift up a little higher. Exhale, release down to the left cheek. Just be here for a breath. Inhale for the second one. Lift the head, the shoulders, the arms, the legs. Feel the strength in that lower back. Feel the strength in you. Back of the neck is long. Every breath you take in, you lift a little higher. Another inhale. Exhale, release down, right cheek to the mat. Third and final one. Inhale, lift everything up. The chest lifts a little higher. The hands are reaching back toward the back of the mat. The heels are lifted, the toes are pointed, back of the neck is long. The thighs are lifting up off of the mat, maybe in your mind or maybe in reality. And you're breathing big. Breathe in, lift. Exhale, release down. Make a little pillow with your hands beneath your forehead and shake your hips left to right. Release your lower back. Pressing the hands onto the earth, tucking the toes. Come up to tabletop. I'm sweating. Closed knee child's pose. Release the lower back again. Let the hips pull toward the heels. Pressing up into tabletop. Excuse me. Coming through to sit on your bottom. Extending the legs out in front of you. Let me move my little pillow out of the way because I'm going to need that. I have got this like, I don't even know. It's my COVID remnants. So, excuse me, setting up for Utkatasana. So taking the right foot into the left thigh. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, pressing your hands up. Take the right hand behind you, scoop the air in the hips and the left hand up. Exhale, come back down to center and switch sides. Right leg extends, left foot to the inner right thigh. Breathe in as your spine lengthens. Exhale as you hinge forward. Inhale, coming back up to center. Left arm behind you, scoop the right arm up and back, lift the hips, breathe in. Exhale, come back down the way you came. Turn to face one side of your mat and set up for a wide-legged forward fold. We're not actually going to do a forward fold in this right now. What we are going to do is apparently just keep clearing my throat, so sorry about that. You're going to inhale the left arm up high. The right hand is going to go to the inside, and you're going to reach over toward that right foot. You can, and if you're in midair, you can just hang out wherever you are, and you can just let gravity pull your left hand toward your right foot. The chest is lifted. I'm actually aiming it toward the ceiling. It may not look like that, but that's what the intention is. Both feet are active and engaged. Another breath here. On your inhale, you're going to gently and slowly come up to center. Yay, center. We're going to switch sides. So the left arm is going to go toward the inside as the right hand lifts and you inhale. As you exhale, you're just going to let your body go to where it goes. Again, both feet are active and engaged. The right hand is moving toward the left foot and the chest is aiming toward the ceiling. This feels so good to me, y'all. I love lengthening my side bodies. Like, it legit is one of my absolute favorite things. And it's interesting too, I just want to share this. There's some days where I'm like 18,000 feet away from touching my foot, and then there are other days like today that I'm in it. And I just want to share that because every day is different with my body. So be gentle on you wherever you are. Breathe in and breathe out. On your next inhale, gently start to bring yourself up to center. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Keeping both feet active and engaged, my toes are pointing up. The chest is going to pull toward the floor. Now this is a great place to put that blanket. You can put it underneath your head, underneath your chest, underneath both. If you can rest your forehead on something, and it could be a block, it could be your hands, but it calms the nervous system down. It tells us that we're safe and we're grounded and we're connected. Keep breathing here. On your next inhale, gently start to press yourself up. Gently bring your knees together. Bring your feet together. Knees apart. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Just be here for a couple breaths. On your next inhale, start to come up. Give yourself an assist. Take the outside of your knees and pull them together. Wasn't that nice of you? You're so sweet. Turn around, extend both legs out. I like to put a blanket beneath my knees because my knees tend to hyperextend, and I don't like that. Move the flesh out of the way from your sits bones. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hinge forward. As you inhale, start to press yourself up. Now, I invite you to try this. If you don't like it, then you can move it. Keep your blanket where it is underneath the knees as you start to lean and lay all the way back for your Savasana. So keeping the blanket under the knees may just feel really good. If it doesn't feel good, then move it. But let the feet relax. This is our final pose, Savasana. It's a resting pose. Let the palms face up, a gesture of receiving. Let the shoulders melt into the mat. Let the forehead soften. Let the jaws release. Let the tongue remove itself from the roof of the mouth. Feel even weight on both hips. Close your eyes. Feel the weight of your body on the earth and integrate all of the movements, all of the shapes, every breath that you took. Let all of that magic and that medicine integrate deep into the bone marrow, into your cells, into your DNA, into the muscles, so that they can call upon the memory of the strength and the resiliency and the space for expansion that you have within and that you are. Let go of conscious breathing and just be in Savasana. Starting to bring awareness back into this now moment. Coming back fully into your body as you take a big breath in and a big breath out. Turn your head to the left and to the right, keeping your eyes closed. Begin to move your fingers and toes, your wrists, your ankles. Maybe you give yourself a full body stretch. Maybe you yawn. Maybe you take one foot and the other foot and place them on the earth. Maybe you give them a squeeze. Maybe you rock side to side. However you are comfortable, as long as you keep your eyes closed, press yourself up into a seated position. Placing your hands in prayer in Anjali Mudra at the heart. Still with the eyes closed, able to focus solely on you. And as you focus on you in this moment, a new person, because you took time to move and to breathe and to explore new spaces on this mat, in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. And start to feel some gratitude for this body that you have chosen, its abilities, what it can do, how magical and wondrous it is. Bring this prayer and gratitude and acknowledgement up to the third eye. Bring the thumbs to the space between the brows. And as you sit in this gratitude for all that you are and that you have done, recognizing this in every other living being on this earth, for they too are doing the best they can with their body and their breath. And they too are in discovery of their strength and resiliency, no matter how it looks to the outside eye. Bringing this awareness of gratitude for all life on earth,
and for the you and me that showed up. Namaste. Thank you all so much for practicing. I hope you feel great. If there's anything that you would like to leave in the comments, suggestions, anything you would like to play with, let me know. I love you. Bye, you guys.